Before we begin this tribute, we ask every viewer to subscribe, and hit the notification bell so we can continue honoring musical legends and preserving their legacies. But more than that, we want you to take a moment and reflect. How did Chuck Mangione's music affect your life? Where were you the first time you heard that unforgettable sound? Was it a summer day, a road trip, a moment of peace, or even a time of healing? Whatever the memory, his music was the soundtrack to something real. Now, we honor the man behind that sound. Tribute to Chuck Mangione, a life in music, a legacy that feels so good. Chuck Mangione, the iconic flugelhornist, composer, and bandleader, passed away peacefully in his sleep at his home in Rochester, New York, on July 22nd, 2025. He was 84 years old. His family confirmed that he died of natural causes, leaving behind not only a remarkable musical legacy, but a spirit that touched generations with his melodies. For fans around the world, his passing feels like the end of an era, a golden age when music was pure, smooth, and full of emotion. Born Charles Frank Mangione on November 29, 1940, in Rochester, New York, Chuck's life was immersed in music from the beginning. He and his older brother Gap Mangione were both bitten early by the jazz bug, performing together in their youth and forming the Jazz Brothers in the 1960s. From the very start, Chuck stood out, not just for his talent, but for his soul-deep connection to his instrument. The flugelhorn became an extension of his voice, and through it, he spoke to the world. But it was in 1977, with the release of the instrumental classic Feels So Good, that Chuck Mangione became a household name. The song, often simply referred to as "That Chuck Mangione Song," was an immediate hit. It soared to the top of the Billboard charts, defying the odds for an instrumental track, and earned Mangione legions of fans across genres. Whether you were into jazz, pop, or just good music, Feels So Good was impossible to ignore. Its breezy, upbeat melody embodied a kind of optimism that seemed to transcend time. It wasn't just a song, it was a feeling. And that's what Chuck Mangione gave the world. Feelings. He didn't just play notes, he painted moods. His compositions felt like sunrises, summer drives, and quiet reflections. Tracks like Hill Where the Lord Hides, Chase the Clouds Away, and Children of Sanchez proved his depth and range as both a composer and emotional storyteller. His music was often wordless, yet said more than many lyrics ever could. Mangione was not just a chart topper, he was a man of serious musical substance. A graduate of the Eastman School of Music, he worked with jazz legends like Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, Woody Herman, and Maynard Ferguson. He also conducted and composed orchestral pieces, even penning the official theme for the 1976 Summer Olympics. His ability to blend jazz with classical and pop sensibilities was something few could do, and even fewer could make feel so effortless. In live performance, Mangione was a revelation. Dressed often in black with his signature wide-brimmed hat, he brought charisma and joy to every stage he graced. His concerts were not just performances, they were emotional experiences. Whether backed by a small combo or a full orchestra, he carried the audience with him, note by note. But Chuck Mangione's contributions went beyond the stage and studio. He was also a humanitarian. In 1980, he staged a benefit concert for the victims of the Italian earthquake, raising millions. He often supported music education programs and gave back generously to his hometown of Rochester. His love for people and passion for music were inseparable. Chuck also had a surprising pop culture presence. His animated likeness was featured in the long-running television show King of the Hill, where he appeared as a recurring character. It was a testament to how deeply his music and persona had permeated the American consciousness. He became a symbol of feel-good jazz, but always carried himself with humility and warmth. He was honored with numerous awards over his lifetime, including multiple Grammy nominations and 2 wins. In 1977, he received the Grammy Award for Best Instrumental Composition for Bellavia, and in 1979, he won again for Children of Sanchez. These honors were not just industry recognition, they were acknowledgments of a man whose music elevated the soul. As the years went on, Chuck slowed his public performances, choosing instead to live quietly in his beloved hometown. But he never really stopped making music. Friends and family say that he would often still sit at the piano or lift his horn and just play, for the joy of it. His passing, though expected due to age, still hits hard. Because artists like Chuck Mangione don't just make music, they become a part of our lives. His melodies, played in the background of weddings, road trips, quiet nights, and joyful celebrations. And now, as we say goodbye, we remember a man who helped the world feel just a little more good. Chuck Mangione is survived by his children, grandchildren, and brother Gap, who shared so much of his early musical journey. His family issued a heartfelt statement saying, Chuck lived a life filled with joy, music, and compassion. His gift was sharing emotion through sound, and he gave that gift freely and with love. Indeed, the world is quieter now, but also more beautiful for the echoes he left behind. So tonight, wherever you are, if you hear that familiar horn line from Feels So Good, close your eyes. Let it wash over you like a warm breeze. And remember Chuck Mangione, not just as a jazz legend, but as a man who made the world sound a little sweeter. Rest peacefully, maestro. Your music will never fade. Let me know if you'd like this version as an MP3 voiceover or formatted for use in a YouTube video with captions, visuals, or background music.